Greetings, everyone, and a warm welcome to another episode. It's a pleasure to have you join us for yet another captivating video. In today's narrative, we delve into the intriguing journey of our dear friend who, following her departure from this world, found herself face to face with the divine and embarked on a series of truly remarkable and thought-provoking inquiries. The Odyssey embarked upon an odious beginning, a venomous toxin penetrating her existence, robbing her of auditory senses and seizing control of her corporeal vessel. Inexorably, it guided her towards an embrace with the profound darkness. Abruptly, she plunged akin to a bullet through the vertiginous descent of a high-speed elevator, senses inundated by an abyssal plummet, submerging into a realm obscured by obscurity and the shroud of silence. As the descent culminated, she found herself ensnared within the deepest, most Stygian void ever encountered, a place seemingly estranged from the resplendent aura of divinity. Unbeknownst to her, the divine presence remained in proximity. Desperation coerced her to clasp this epiphany, gradually unraveling enlightenment amidst the shadows of comprehension. Subtly, a cacophony materialized, ranging from faint discomposure to intolerable anguish, an escalating discord echoing numerous voices and multitudes of souls. It evolved into a symphony of sorrow and lamentation, a chorus of torment seemingly numbering in the myriads. The overwhelming despair became insufferable, and she yearned for emancipation from this bottomless abyss. But how could she accomplish such a feat? Her ethereal semblance lacked utterance, and her physical form remained absent. Then, from the depths of her ethereal essence, a desperate plea resonated, "God, aid me," reverberating through the void, endlessly echoing. Suddenly, an immense hand descended, colossal fingers lifting her from the chasm. She ascended, the anguished voices fading into subdued echoes. Sight restored, she comprehended her ascension away from terror, arriving at an enigmatic domain, a realm of intricate perplexities. This arrival left her confounded, uncertainty veiling the destiny of her corporeal entity. Here, she encountered a congregation of entities, oddly familiar, transcending temporal constraints. They exuded profound love and felicity in her presence, yet their visages remained nebulous, akin to forgotten recollections, lingering on the cusp of remembrance. One bore semblance to her maternal ancestor, albeit features shrouded in enigma and indistinctness. Concern for Cathy enveloped her, propelling her quest for elucidation. Their response shifted attention to her presence among them, stressing the significance of communion with him. They indicated towards a distant figure. Amidst his presence, they engaged in dialogue where his voice remained mute, yet his cogitations streamed into her consciousness. Queries extended towards the purpose behind her sojourn in this inscrutable dominion. He expounded on having personally fashioned her existence, yearning for her presence. Her protests of inadequacy met with unwavering emphasis on her creation and his infinite love. His spiritual essence inundated hers, a surge of affection surpassing terrestrial emotions, even the profound endearment of her cherished grandmother. He wielded the answers sought. She delved into the query of the coexistence of malevolence. His reverberation echoed, "For therein lies goodness." Delving into the intricacies of existence within the divine realm, she found herself engulfed in the revelations of his intimate understanding of her essence. His meticulous design fashioned her as his cherished creation and beloved child, cradled tenderly in the profound embrace of his love. Their discourse transitioned as he probed her awareness of her own cessation. Yes, she acknowledged, "I suppose I'm conscious of my departed state." Seeking deeper enlightenment about their existence as his children, whether it involved a solitary lifetime or traversed multiple incarnations, she yearned for elucidation. His response evoked contemplation. Consider this. Together, they stood on the verge of an expansive hall, myriad doorways stretching endlessly before them. He imparted that within those doorways lay countless choices, each holding the answer to her inquiry. The decision rested solely upon her. She could opt to linger or venture forth down the hall, selecting a doorway that would transport her away from paradise and into the womb of an earthly woman. Seeking guidance on discerning the appropriate door, she pressed for clarity. His response remained concise. The door she chose constituted her verdict, its essence veiled in enigmatic fate. Her query expanded to whether they were fated to incessantly select doors, reliving existence perpetually. The weight of such a notion loomed, considering the grief and anguish she had previously encountered. He disclosed that certain individuals indeed chose to return repeatedly, despite his preference for them to remain in his presence. Upon departure, he erased all memories of past lives, sparing them from distress. His intent for life was to be a positive journey. His love enfolded her anew as he reaffirmed her choices. Pondering her departure, he posed a poignant question. Why would you wish to depart from me? The specifics of her response eluded her memory. He continued, asking, How do you feel about being deceased? Her reply conveyed minimal concern, but harbored deep regret for her inability to bid farewell to her parents. Abruptly, she found herself back in her former body, devoid of recollection regarding her choice. She had opted to depart from her all-loving, all-embracing Heavenly Father for the sake of a heartfelt farewell to her parents. The gravity of her decision burdened her with horror, distress, and an indescribable sense of desolation. She had forsaken the divine for the opportunity to utter a final goodbye. What had she sacrificed? Returning to this world, she embraced the life she had planned, solely to fulfill the poignant farewell to her parents. And thus the narrative unfolds. Her father would pass away 4 years later, while she continued the challenging journey of bidding adieu to her. As Kathleen's narrative draws to its conclusion, it invites contemplation. Could her interaction have enabled her to pose questions to God? Might her inquiries have addressed some of your own? Share your reflections in the comments section below. Until our next encounter, stay secure and revel in the manifold blessings that life confers upon you.